guess we've got new weapons to make because of that too. Here's what you use. Here's what you use. Physical scythe and a water scythe. Now we can make both of them easily enough, so... Anything else? Nope. God, she came in at level 40 too. Jesus. Where are the scythes? They are here. Does nothing? That's unfortunate. Give me this. And what do your skills look like? Interdimensional, which is, I guess, to be expected. A death attack. And a magic attack. So you can do pretty much whatever. And of course, as for your defenses, you're S plus physical. Immune to dark. Con of 34. How does that compare to our actual tanks? Yeah, you're like on par with Will in that regard. Jesus. Ooh. So she can handle physical attacks real well. What do we give her? Ferocity, resistances... We could do that, I guess, but... Shield... Her con's already good enough, I'm not worried about that. I guess I could just do that for starters. The resistance isn't all that good. What else do we do, though? Ferocity, maybe? For lack of a better idea. Yeah, I'll go with this for now. Oh, it's cursed, too. Oh, whatever, it's fine. So now that we seem to maybe be done with all these events, what were the things I needed to make? There was the bow, white string, and a spear. White string, pearl steel. The string is from the woodlands. Don't remember where the steel is, but it should be easy enough to find. White string, pearl steel. Let me just make sure there's nothing. Yeah, we're good. Oh, but this is probably gonna force me to head to, where was it, Calenry. Anything new over here? Oh, apparently while I'm here, do I not have confusion? Yeah, I don't have these. I should get a few. Maybe some of these. Some of these. Not really too concerned with most of them, but might as well just grab them all while I'm here. Restock on that. There we go. Nothing to sell. Nothing new here, really. What's the arena looking like? Nothing new. Still have this, which is still... Rags and Wenham might actually be able to do this pretty easily, since they're all physical, aren't they? Yeah, I can probably do this one really easily now, so that's good. And then there's still the element one. Like, so surely she can just... Yeah, let's try it. Further resistance. Oh, this thing's a light element, I forgot about you. Yeah, I forgot you existed. Okay, this might be a problem then. Might be a problem. Should be able to deal with these guys real easily, though. Where's that physical staff? Or staff? Scythe. Oh, it has ferocity on it, too. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, they can't do anything to me with this. Now it's just a matter of can I deal enough damage to kill them within the time limit. Ooh. And the answer to that looks like a big no. Ten with ferocity, huh? That's, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother wasting the time on this. Just surrender it. There's no way that would happen in the time limit. Nothing to do here, so guess it's time to see if this is just going to throw us right into an event, and I assume it will. Off we go. Sure enough, looks like we're just being thrown right into it. We go to Calenry, and meet with a representative of their alchemist guild. If Calenry joins the new Mikelti kingdom, then Uedora isn't going to have many options left. Uedora has a good relationship, and robust trade with Calenry. Hopefully, we can oppose the new Mikelti kingdom together. That's why my job right now is critical. As we wait for the executive to see us, Emilita glances at me. Will, were you thinking about Laguna? No, I was thinking about Calenry. If Calenry joins the new Mikelti kingdom, Uedora is going to be in trouble, right? They'll lose one of our allies. Yes, that's right. Calenry and Uedora get along well. They've both been developing together. Uedora and Calenry are fairly similar. We've also been in a good position to trade with them for decades. The old monarchy was focused more on the west, so Uedora and Calenry were neglected and ignored by it in a lot of ways. Because of that, Calenry and Uedora have had a strong bond through both our rapid growth. It's gotten even stronger since the monarchy was overthrown. The Union's assembly has very little authority. Each city must be responsible for its own interests. So since they have to cooperate, it's very important for each to think about how many allies and enemies they have. The logic there is simple. The more allies, the better. That's why Rosanna sent us here. These talks are really important, aren't they? Yeah. After a while, one of Calenry's alchemists come to see us. Thank you for waiting. I'm from Calenry's Alchemist Guild. I'm sorry you came all this way, but our representative is indisposed. I'll speak to you in his place. I'd like to speak to him if at all possible. I can wait until he's available. I'm sorry, I don't know when he'll be available. This seems a little unusual. I think he's trying to stay away from us. You should be careful. Yeah. I understand. Let's continue. As we have declared, Uedora rejects the views and claims of the new Mikelti kingdom. In that regard, I think that Calenry's Alchemist Guild would share a similar opinion. Can you tell us your standing concerning the new Mikelti kingdom? Like Uedora, we have a firm belief in our own sovereignty and net neutrality. However, we are too small to be firm in our position. And you are considering joining the new Mikelti Kingdom? I'd like to ask you something instead. Does Uedora think the new Mikelti Kingdom has committed some kind of offense? There is profit for uniting all the alchemist guilds as a single Mikelti Alchemist Guild. We are anxious about losing our guild's autonomy and having our achievements be misused. That will hurt what every single alchemist is trying to do. But if they govern well, you'll be able to accomplish more. Haven't you considered that? And that is the exact principle that Uedora's guild has always espoused. From our perspective, Uedora appears to be the stubborn ones. We wish to see alchemists grow and succeed as well, but does Uedora's sovereignty really contribute to that? Please return to Rosanna, and tell us when you are ready to negotiate. I understand. Goodbye.
話し合いって、それ、加盟に向けての話し合いって意味じゃない。
Negotiate? Then he's not talking about an alliance at all.
どうやら、ユイドラの動きは遅かったようですね。
It would seem Uedora moved too late.
どんな餌を撒いたのか知らんが、見事なものだ。
I don't know what bait they used, but it must have been tempting. As we discuss this ourselves, a man with a radiant smile walks up to us. Oh boy, you're everywhere, aren't you? Showing up all over the damn place now. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. If it isn't Lady Ellen Melita, finding you here must be fate. That was quite rude of me. You are the orphan of the Lost Kingdom. Melita, I believe. I am happy to see you well.
どうしてそれを、まさか最初から知ってたの？
How did you know? No way. You knew all along. And if it isn't the next generation's Lord of Uedora, he's the noble we met in Santaria. Rosanna told us not to trust him.
カレンリを落としたのはこいつか。
So he's the one that took Calamari. And what might all of you be doing here? That reminds me. You know Laguna, don't you? Laguna? Let me see. Who was that again? Laguna Ashes. He has a workshop in Uedora. I saw you in it once. Oh, indeed. You are quite right. That is indeed so. He used to call himself Laguna. Used to? Oh? You don't know? I see. Indeed, indeed. It must be a secret. He smiles eerily. Where is he now? Do you know? I wonder. But I can tell you at least this. He will not remain in Uedora any longer. His ambition is more. His dream encompasses all of Mikelti.
どうする？今なら切れるぞ。誰にも知られずに。
What now? I could cut him down. Nobody would know. Don't. Uedora's position would only get worse if we were implicated in the noble's death. I shake my head. Uella nods and backs off. Where is he now? You will meet him sooner or later. Oh, I know. Why don't you all come to Santaria? I will be more than happy to welcome you. I'd like you all to see just how magnificent the new Mikelti Kingdom is.
やはり切るか。
I can still kill him.
ダメだってば。ユイドラに迷惑がかかっちゃう。
Don't. Uedora will suffer for it.
ここは引きましょう。
We should take our leave. You're right. We need to tell Rosanna that Calamari's joined them as soon as possible. I appreciate your offer, but we need to be going back to Uedora right away. Very well. That is most unfortunate. Until we meet again. The young noble bows deeply to us, then leaves. We should hurry back. We've got the dragon event there now. Actually, I should probably do that next before it gets overwritten by something again. Nothing new here. I walk through Uedora, early in the morning. My eyes are drawn toward the Fima Mountains where Gaptahl lives. There's a lot of distance between us. I can't just go see him whenever I want. Even despite how much trouble it is, I try to go see him as often as I can, so I can learn the wisdom of the dragons. You're here again. Do you not have your own responsibilities? There's still a lot I want to ask you. Sorry, but will you let me? Gaptahl remains gruff as always, and just snorts at me. However, I think it's interesting that such a regal dragon like him is even talking to me. I know enough about him by now to understand that this is his way of greeting me. I'd like you to tell me about how dragons fly today. Is that alright? Ask a better question. Then, how can you fly so high and so fast? Because of our wings, obviously. We were able to ride on your back before, but we weren't blown off of you. No matter how you think about it, we shouldn't have been able to hold on if there wasn't something else. Clever as usual, boy. I'll answer you then. You did not fall off because I created a magical field around me. This magical field, is it something like a barrier? Correct, but also not. It is a magical field unique to dragons. Creating a barrier like that so quickly and accurately is a magic too difficult for any but dragons. And does this field that kept us from falling off also have defensive capabilities? When your hunters came to Fima and attacked me all at once, that field is what protected me. It's got a lot of uses too. It does sound like something only dragons could use. Perhaps humans might be able to mimic it. Really? If a human were to release their spirit strength all the time, their body would develop with it. I think it's impossible after all. If you say so. He shrugs like he pretended to not know, and narrows his eyes at me. Do you want to ride me again? Huh? Perhaps experiencing it again will let you learn something. Consider it if you desire. His sudden offer makes me wary. He's testing me. He's never this easygoing. Being able to ride on a dragon just like a mystic knight is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. That one time was special. If I'm not satisfied with just that, I don't think I deserve any more. That is a worthy answer. I can't let my guard down around you. We've talked a lot now, and almost every time we do, he tests me in some way. If I had ever failed one of his questions, I think he would have cut off all contact with me immediately. You know, it's really bad for my heart. You think more carefully now about what you say. You should be thankful. I'm terrified of what might happen if I stop paying attention for even a second. I'm thankful, but my heart can't take it. I scratch my head awkwardly as I try to joke with him. He speaks quietly. And as my apology, I will grant your wish. You doubt me? No, but... This offer has no test or ulterior meaning. Therefore, refusing it is the same as insulting me. The tone of his voice is completely serious. There's no doubt that his proposal is sincere. He's been carefully watching and thinking about me in Uedora the whole time, while continuing to test me. Well, your answer? If the time comes that I truly need a dragon's assistance, then, and only then, will I ask for your help. Your answer is wise and unflinching. You are not just a normal human, boy. Very well. Wilfred Dion, in compliance with your wish, I shall assist you. The Thunder Dragon Gaptahl will help me. I stand up straight and look right into his eyes. You have my thanks, Gaptahl. Thank you for everything you have done and will do for me. If you will drop all this modesty and restraint, then I will reward you by letting you ride me if needed. I can't thank him enough for promising to actively begin helping me. I hold down my excitement as best as I can, and enjoy talking with him through the afternoon. Hey! Frog Queen Robe. Not surprised, suddenly we have a dragon. What do we get? What sort of weapons do you have, friend? Nothing new. We must already use something we have. Maybe claws. There's obviously the outfit. Anything else? No? What do we need? Sprayed essence, huh? What is that even from? Sprayed essence, huh? Should be a drop from something, but maybe the gold is in dimes? It's the only thing I can think of. Essence. Where's the essences? Here we go. All the harpies. And those things too. I know I can find these easily enough at that one, like, monster den or whatever. If there's any luck, I can pick up some more electric bones while I'm there too from the mine point. Probably go do that next then. I've called Gaptahl to the outskirts of Uedora. A cold sweat drips down my back as the long silence grows between us. To be sure I did not mishear, I will ask again. You want to make a saddle for me? I'm really grateful for your help. And I'm even more thankful for your offer to carry us through the air, but we only flew on his back once, but we had to cling onto him for our lives the entire time we were in the air. We'll reach our destination quickly, but we'll be completely exhausted when we get there, and unable to do anything. I'll make the saddle however you want, so can you allow it? I'm sure he knows why we need a saddle. I've told him honestly what I want to do. He just keeps staring at me coldly. Very well. Then you will make a suitable saddle for me. These are precisely the materials that you will use. Hey. Oh. This is going to be hard. Those materials will let you make a saddle worthy of a dragon. If you do a poor job of it, then I will separate your top from your bottom. I'd better do my absolute best to not accidentally insult him. I stand at attention and nod gravely. Alright, what does the saddle need then? Things that we can already make. Nothing goes the last of our dragon skin. Guess it's lucky that we got so many of those while trying to get other things. As soon as I finish the dragon saddle, I go to the outskirts of Uedora to show it to Gaptahl. I used exactly what he told me to, so I really hope it's not going to damage his pride to wear it. When we fly through the skies on his back. The wind is just as strong as before, but it buffets against me and shakes me, so I keep a firm grip on the rope all the time. It's very different from when we were huddled onto his back and had to cling to him just to not fall. As we soar through the clouds, I can actually take my attention away from holding on and enjoy the amazing view below us.
初めて聞いた時はどのような蔵を作るつもりなのかと思ったものですが、さすがはウィルですね。
When I first heard you were making a saddle, I wondered what kind it was. This is splendid, Will.
掴むところがしっかりできてるし、前よりは怖くないかも。
Maybe it's not as scary when you have something to firmly hold on to. If they're both relaxed enough to talk, then it sounds like they're enjoying it too.
これだけは。
This is... But not Uella. She has her arms wrapped around my waist in a death grip.
すまない。飛んでいる間だけでいい。これから竜に乗るときは、お前の体に捕まらせてくれ。
I'm sorry. Just when we fly. Whenever we fly on a dragon, let me hold on to you. Uella, you'll tell me right away if you start feeling sick. She's obviously scared and holds on tight, shuddering against my back.
でもこうなると、ちょっと身を乗り出して真下の様子とか見たくなるよね。
But when you're hiding like that, you can't lean out and see what's right under us. Something tells me seeing what's under us would only make it worse for her at this point. You and Sarah, we have gotten used to it already.
空を飛んでいるという強い驚きが逆に感覚を麻痺させてしまったと言いますか。
Perhaps the shock of flying in the air has instead paralyzed our senses. Nothing can find you in the sky either. For you who are bound to the ground, it must be a sublime experience. There's no arguing with that.
こうして竜の背に乗って遠方へ赴けるかと思うと夢も大きく広がりましたね。素晴らしいです。
Being able to go so far on a dragon's back makes your dreams feel bigger too. It is magnificent. Yeah, we're really thankful to you, Gaptahl. Thank you. I am simply repaying you for what you have done. Thanks are unneeded. Now then, I will accelerate a little more. Hold tight, boy. We race through the sky, soaring in and out of the clouds. We enjoy the astounding views all around us as we fly with Gaptahl. Hey, he got a skill for that too.